Do you have any more thoughts on the subject?
Well, first of all, one of the things that I'm glad that this subject has been broached again. Just so you know, I spoke to Sean Marks, the GM for the Brooklyn Nets this morning, because I wanted to make sure he understood exactly where I am coming from. And you know, I mentioned white privilege yesterday. I have a message to those who feel that I was wrong, that I need to apologize, that, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about, et cetera, et cetera. I don't give a damn what y'all feel. Y'all can all kick rocks. I don't give a damn. I'm not budging from my position 1 inch. I called it white privilege yesterday. I'm calling it today. I'm going to call it white privilege a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now. And you know why Stephen A. Smith, this brother, sitting on this platform can do that? Because I was doing it 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I was doing this when Kevin Durant was in elementary school. My position has been very, very clear. And for those out there that don't comprehend, that don't understand where I'm coming from, when I'm talking about white privilege, my apologies to Steve Nash because it's not his fault. Good luck. I think he's going to do a great job. I'm happy for him because he's a good dude. Sean Marks, I think, is doing an exceptional job in Brooklyn. I wish him nothing but the best. But when I'm talking about white privilege, I am simply saying this man with no coaching resume whatsoever gets his first job as a coach in the media capital of the world, coaching a championship-ready squad led by one of the greatest players in the history of basketball in Kevin Durant and an absolute showstopper who is a box office attraction in Kyrie Irving, who happened to be the two preeminent voices on that squad who completely okayed bringing him on. Who are the brothers that were interviewed? Even if you don't hire them, can we know who they are? Did you talk to Ty Lue? Did you talk to Mark Jackson, who starred at Bishop Loughlin in high school, which is in Brooklyn, who starred at St. John's as a rookie? Who started at St. John's University and then came to the Knicks as a Rookie of the Year, who's a Queens native, O'Connell Park. Look it up. Did you talk to him? Did you ask? All right, how about Sam Cassell? How about, listen, Bob McAdoo is a name. I mean, if we want to be fair, the brother's only been an assistant coach on Pat Riley's staff forever, and he's been in the league as an assistant coach forever, and the only interview he's ever gotten was from the Philadelphia 76ers. But Steve Nash, who we didn't even know was interested in coaching. We didn't even know he was interested in coaching until recently. Didn't even have to lobby for the job, and he gets picked as the head coach. My point about white privilege, tell me the black man that would happen for. No resume whatsoever as a coach at all. And you get a job of this magnitude. I'm not talking about Derek Fisher with the sorry New York Knicks at the time. I'm not talking about Jason Kidd, you know, his first era with a rebuilding Brooklyn Nets squad or something along those lines. I'm not talking about Doc Rivers in Orlando. I'm not talking about those opportunities. I'm talking about championship ready, where it would be a shock if you don't win 50 games and you're not contending for a crown. Black folks with no resume getting a job like that. I have been covering the NBA for 25 years. I have been a journalist for 28 years. NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, college basketball, college football. Brothers do not get those opportunities. That is what I'm talking about. And for people to compartmentalize it and to ask Sean Marks that question, that ain't his problem. He's trying to make the Brooklyn Nets win. Steve Nash, what's he supposed to do? Turn the job down? Of course not. I'm not blaming them. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about us in this time of social justice, where white folks are sitting there telling us, we're listening. We hear you. Well, this is what you need to hear. Because people weren't protesting in the streets just because black men who were unarmed were getting shot by police officers. They brought up systemic racism, systemic prejudice, meaning a system that flagrantly favors one segment of our society more than a disenfranchised community, and how it's been going on for centuries, and it never seems to stop. This is the latest example of something that happens for white folks that would never happen for black folks. If you want to sit up there and point to Steve Nash or Sean Marks, you're missing the boat. It's not about them. It's about a system. And I'm looking at two brothers who are socially conscious, who care about us voting, who cares about racial oppression, racial inequality, and the civil unrest that has existed in this country. I'm seeing two brothers that had the opportunity to at least influence it somewhat in Brooklyn, New York, in KD and Kyrie. No, hi, Steve Nash, go ahead. How about interviewing a few brothers and giving them an opportunity to get some shine? Therefore, they might be a prime candidate for the Philly job or the New Orleans Pelicans job or some other job like that. It would have been nice. It didn't happen. That is what I mean when I say white privilege, about something that happens for white folks and not us. There is no denying this. Y'all can act like y'all don't hear me. Y'all can misinterpret it all you want to. You can convolute the issue all you want to. Here's the beauty. Stephen A. ain't going no damn place. I'm going to be right here on national television. I'm going to go on radio, and I'm going to go in the streets every chance I get. And I'm going to remind you about how the rules are always different for us than it is for the other segment of this population. I stand by what I said. I ain't flinching one damn bit. I mean it, and I ain't playing.